Okay, now on to experiment 7, that is Git tag and release. All the experiments after these are very small in size, so and easy to remember. So this is experiment 7, usage of Git tags and release. We're going to write the command to create a lightweight tag name version 1.0 for a commit in your local repository. So let's get on to do this. Let me connect to the remote machine to start doing this. Okay, so here we are on the remote machine, which is a Windows machine. Let me make this full screen and let's go to create a directory for our experiment now. I'm going to create the directory by using git init exp7. You would have seen me creating a directory using mkdir. This also creates a folder and initializes the repository in that folder. So git init exp7. The remote is not responding. Let me check on that. Okay, so we're going to run this command. So it's create a repository called, it's initiated a repository in the folder experiment 7. So the command creates a folder and also initiates the Git repository. Let's get into the folder cd exp7. Okay, here we are. Let's look at what this experiment is about. It's about the Git tag. So what we'll do is we will just create a entry into the file, line 1. Okay, into t.text, right? And then git add dot, git commit minus m, initial commit local. We're not going to be using remote repositories in this. So git log, you can see one entry done. So far, so good, right? So I'll make one more commit. Now let's use the tag directly over here. So now that we have made this change, I can tag this commit to a particular tag. And for that, we use the git tag syntax, that is git tag. I will call this as version 1.0. That's what the experiment wants us to create the tag. So I've created the tag. If I say git tag, it will show me that these are the tags. So you can create such multiple tags. I can make another commit and I can give that as a new tag. So whatever change I made here, let's call it as version 1. I'm going to make one more change and give it a new tag just to show you multiple tags and how to use them. So echo line 2, append that to t.text, done, git commit minus am, open quotes, stuck in commit on local, done. And let's look at our log. Our log has two commits. One has a tag, other one doesn't have a tag. So let's tag this commit also, git tag version 1.1. So I've created a new tag. Now if I say git log, it shows me the first commit as tagged as version 1, the second commit tagged as version 1.1. So this is how you tag different commits of yours. How does it help? When you are doing releases for your software, so you'll be doing releases as version 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So whatever feature I have implemented in this commit that is going, let's say that is going in version 1.1 release. Whatever changes I made in this commit, this is going in version 1.0 release. I can use this tag and commit those changes also, right? For example, if I was if I want to see the details of the commit, let's say git show version 1.1. It gives me all details of that particular commit. Similarly, if I say, if I give a particular, so now there is only one single commit associated with this tag. Fine. But when you ask all developers working on release and you ask them to tag all the relevant commits to version 1.0 release, then when I say git show 1.0, it will show me all the commits done by all the authors who have tagged that particular commit with this particular tag item. So here you can see I've created two tags, and those two tags details can also be seen. It clearly shows you what this tag represents, what is the change in the at the file level, etc., etc. Now, how do you do this? For example, if my repository was connected to a remote repository, then I would push the changes, specific changes, by saying git push. Now, please remember, this is not connected to remote repository, so I'm not going to be executing, but I'm just showing you the syntax. Git push origin version 1.0. So this will only push the change associated with this commit 1.0 commit onto your remote tag, right? Of course, it will not get executed. There is no remote over here. So if I want to only push changes, all commits in my all the commits which I have, so I can have multiple commits tagged with the same thing, right? So I have two commits here, two have two different tags. I can make a third commit which I can tag it as version 1.0, right? So let's do that, and then let's see what are all the tags related to 1.0. So here I go echo line 3, append that to t dot text get commit minus am open quotes third commit local close quotes done. Let's look at the git log. Git log minus minus one line. Three changes have been done. Two have been tagged with this. Now I'm going to tag the latest change also to git tag version 1.0. Okay. So it already exists. Yeah. So the third tag has been created. Yeah. So version 1.0. Let's look at git log. Yes. So I have two tags over here and a third commit which doesn't have a tag. So I can choose to commit this tag to a different version, choose to commit to a different version. If I want a specific tag to be, for example, this is 1.0, so I can have a new tag. So git tag version 1.2, which is created. When I say git log, I can see the various commits for various tags. I can choose to commit a specific tag or a set of, for example, git show version 1.0, 1.1, 1.2. So it shows me changes for this particular tag, right? So I can use this tag to identify the commits for a particular release, right? So what does, so from a theory point of view, the best practice is to the practice is to use tags when you are committing changes to different releases or different code fixes, etc. So most of the time, this is used along with the release planning. So the tag is used in this syntax. You can see all the tags by saying git tag show. So yeah, it is not showing any particular tag. Yes, let's see if there is any other way we can see these tags. Yeah, so I just have to say git tag. I can see all the tags which are associated to it, version 1.0, 1.1, and 1. Right, my last command has created one more tag called a show, which was not my intention. But right now it shows me all the tags associated to it. So when I run git log, I can see which of the commits. So here I have two tags for one commit, particular commit, a single tag for each of the commits. So this is git tag and release management Where is it used? It is used to identify a set of commits or a particular commit to a particular tag so that whoever is doing the build and compilation, the continuous integration and continuous deployment of your code can identify a commit with the tag that associated to it. So if there are multiple people who have used a particular tag version 1.0 and committed it, the person who is compiling the code and building the software, he can just pull the tags which are associated to a particular tag, version 1.1 or version 1.2, etc., etc. Right? So this is the functionality of using tags, and that completes experiment number 7, Git tags and releases. Write the command to create a lightweight tag named version 1.4 for a commit in your local repository. So this is the experiment. Thank you.